Like it's still Morning Rush on Metro Television. Like I said, we have the Ghana Immigration Service today to aid with our conversation. And we all know that the Immigration Service is there to regulate and monitor the entrance, residence, employment and exit of foreigners, as well as ensuring that its citizens and visitors are safe. And due to that, they have actually introduced the Triple S campaign. And we have the Chief Superintendent, Michael AMOAKO-ATTA, who is the head of PR of the Ghana Immigration Service, this morning to tell us more about this particular code and campaign. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
Nice having me.
Okay. So how long has this campaign been introduced?
Yeah, thank you. And good morning to your viewers. Actually, we launched the code in August this year. Okay. And then immediately started to put plans on board for us to go out to meet members of the public. So let's say from August when we launched the Code of Conduct, we started various forms of engagement. And now we've come into the media.
Yeah. So what exactly is the Ghana Immigration Code and why the need for this particular code?
Yes, thank you once again. Immigration Service, over the period, in terms of our mandate when it comes to border security, there have been changes. And we also have been resourced by the government with various logistics and equipment that we need to make our work very effective. And then our numbers over the period has grown. And we think it is time, looking at the changing dynamics in border security vis-a-vis the logistics that we have. Or the resources that we have. One key part of the resources is the human resource. We believe that if they are not well groomed and put in a shape that at the borders they will be sensitive to their duties, then there will be a very big gap in us delivering on our mandate, because human resource is very key in using the logistics that government has supplied in making sure that our borders are safe. So management thought it wise to come up with this code of conduct and reporting mechanisms. One, the code is about all the do's and don'ts that every officer needs to know when performing your job, when in the office, at the border, at the inland checkpoints, how to relate to members of the public and even to the media, political activities, confidentiality, issues of conflict of interest. We want every officer to have a reference point. They are scattered in our various laws and all that, but we wanted to have a common reference point where each officer or any officer can go to and get to educate himself or herself about what he needs to do. And importantly, about the reporting mechanisms. So for you as a member of the public or the media, when you see an officer and at the duty post, if there's any misconduct, you should be able to identify. Maybe he's dressed, there's no name tag, or he's at the inland checkpoint, unnecessarily delaying travelers. It's not by the rules. So you can immediately call or draw the attention of his supervisor, or there's a contact number that I'll give at the end of the program, where you can call and make a report by looking at the name of the officer, the station where he or she is, and what happened. And immediately, we have a section at the headquarters and also across the commands, the Immigration Professional Standards and Ethics section. They are responsible for ensuring compliance with the code. So when they get it, they investigate, send a report to the Comptroller General, and immediately an action will be taken. And then we'll come back and give you a feedback that this is what has happened. Just to build trust between the service and members of the public.
So in ensuring the trust, this code is it just for the staff officers, or is just for the public, or everyone can access it?
It's for every Ghanaian. It's for every Ghanaian that we want you to throw your lenses on us. We want the public to have a better view of what goes on within our command post. Yes, so that let's say if you get to Kotoka Airport and you are being asked questions that are unnecessary, just to try to solicit a gift from you. You should know that, hey, this is not by the book. So immediately we can draw the officer's attention or make an immediate report to the supervisor, and then action will be taken. We want to build a very disciplined force. There's this quote that says that discipline is the soul of the army, and it makes small numbers formidable. So if our officers are not disciplined and professional, then there'll be gaps at the borders, there'll be gaps at the control lines, and then it will compromise our security, and we don't want that.
Okay.
We want the public to have that trust in us, that immigration service is ready and capable of defending the borders of Ghana and to make our nation very stable economically.
Okay. And if like you said, if we see anything, we can report. These reporting mechanism, what does it entail?
Yes, it's about calling a hotline number.
Okay.
And giving a description of what has happened that you think is a breach of our code. Okay. And then other details that will be taken from you. Okay. And then immediately we have received that through the reporting mechanism. So the reporting mechanism basically is about you making a call. Okay. Through the hotline. And then we taking the information that you have. Then the information is given to the IFC. Then they will constitute an investigative panel. They and invite the officer with his commander or supervisor, and then faces a disciplinary committee, and a report will be sent to the Comptroller General. Okay. And based on the offense, if it's interdiction or reduction in rank or whatever, appropriately it will be stated, and then the officer will have to bear the consequences. Okay. And then we get back to you that this action has been taken. It has been taken. Wow. Yeah.
So what's the number? We can put it out now so that as we go on, we will keep repeating it for viewers to be able to put it down.
Yeah, so the first one is 0800 101 112. Okay. I'll repeat it. 0800 101 112. Then the second one is 0800 224 466. Okay. 0800 224 466. Okay. And we have an email that is complaint@immigration.gov.gh.
Okay. Yeah. So that's where it can be accessed. Okay.
So immediately make a call. Trust me, action will be taken immediately.
The way I like the way you're emphasizing on the action will be taken immediately. What are some of the actions that will be taken?
Yeah, you see, even before the launch of this code, one of the first things that the current administration at immigration did, in fact, when our Comptroller General assumed office, was to do an overhaul or a review of our human resource policy. Okay. And to come up with certain policies that will motivate officers to put out their best. So for the past 6-7 years, if you recall, you read in the media that some officers have been promoted or commended for refusing to be bribed at the gates or standing by the inland checkpoint when it was raining heavily, and others have vacated their positions. And now it is in the law. Okay. So when you go by the law, definitely you'll be commended to motivate others to do it. And again, for the past 2 weeks, some actions have been taken by management for officers misconducting themselves. There was one officer who went about filming some facilities of the service that was very bad. It happened around 4 to 6, and by 10 p.m., his
action had already been taken.
He's on interdiction, and now he has been called to face the disciplinary committee. Yeah. Yes. So if you don't do that with the growing numbers, it may affect institutional culture. Yeah. And people will think that they can break the rules and just go about like that. But when you take such actions, 1, 2, 3, people begin to sit up, because we are a regimented institution. Ours is on discipline and respect for regulation. So if we do not take such actions, it will affect us. And it's even taking action, we also commend and award good behavior, good conduct. Yeah. Yes, and management will not shy away from even promoting officers to the next rank for doing things that we think are professional and inures to the image of the service. Yeah, so such initiative must be really recommended. It's a very good initiative. But at the long haul, at the end of it all, what does it mean for Ghana's security and also development? Thank you. So that's what the triple S is. At the end of the day, there should be a secured border for the country. At the end of the day, Ghana's economy should be stable. At the end of the day, you and I should be safe. If these three doesn't happen, there's insecurity, there's fear, it affects economic activity, Ghana will be worse off. So we are looking at a point where by our contribution and making sure that the borders are secured, it's not open for activities of miscreants and extremists and all that, and that it contributes to internal security and making our country stable for investors to come, for businesses to go on. And all of us are safe, our children, our wives, and what have you. And we think we've done our best. And that is the ultimate goal we are looking at.
Wow, that's good. So a secured border, stable country, and safe people. Safe people. That's very good. But one thing that is really going to happen this year, like December, is December in Ghana. A lot of diasporans, foreigners will be coming in. For we, the public, you have sensitized us, the officers too have been educated. Now, those who are coming in, like from various places at the airport, what have been some of the things you've put in place? And I know some will be watching us via social media and stuff, Facebook, but then those who are coming, when they get to the airport, how do they get the prompt information, those information that needs to be at the fingertips? Yeah,
so like I said, there are various plans that we have. This is one of them, engagement with the media.
Yeah.
So even now, when you go to the major entry points, we have billboards, signages, and flyers, and all that.
Okay.
And very soon at Kotoka Airport, we are also going to erect same.
Okay.
And then we will use social media. Even we have started.
Okay.
That every day or every week, we have various information that we upload onto our platforms.
Website, okay.
And website and all that, so that constantly members of the public in and out will be engaged, and for them to know what the AAA stands for. Okay. So it's going to be a continuous process until everybody gets to know and understand what
exactly it is. That's very good. Mr. AMOAKO-ATTA, thank you very much for the dedication this morning. We've been speaking to Mr. AMOAKO-ATTA with regards to the SSS campaign that the Ghana Immigration Service have placed or put in order to ensure our safety as citizens, our visitors or foreigners that are coming into the country. So secured borders, stable economy, and also safe people. So whatever they've put in place, no matter where you find yourself, just adhere to what they are doing. It is all for the betterment of ourselves and also the country. Thank you very much, sir.